Next question up says, I've got a question regarding the progress on my bench. It appears that my progress has stalled in the last month. The bench has always been a problem lift for me as it tends to stall long before the squat does. Although the graph in my log today indicates a slight increase, it has been flat for a few weeks, and my workout today was not as good as, say, a few weeks ago, and it feels weaker. Do you have any suggestions for how I can improve my bench workouts and make progress on this lift again? Yeah, I do. So the first thing in this process that I would tell you to do is send in some videos of something fairly heavy done in the competition bench. Let's do a weakness analysis on your bench. Let's kind of build a deck of exercises that we think are going to be effective for your bench. And then what you need to do is to make some sort of change to your program. So what I mean is that your programming has, if your bench was responding and now it's not, then you've adapted, you've acclimated to that stimulus, and we need to make some sort of change to that stimulus. Now, if your squat and your deadlift are still improving, we don't necessarily want to change your training group because we're still getting good results on your squat and your deadlift. We need to just make some sort of change to the bench program to get that thing moving again. Even if it's just a little bit, get it moving. So what I would recommend is let's do this weakness analysis and then see if we can make some changes to the exercise prescription. If we can change up these exercises, that should be enough to kind of kickstart things again. And that way you can see some sort of forward movement in your bench training. Now, if it gets to the point where your squat and your deadlift, or rather your squat or your deadlift, are also looking pretty stagnant, then we're going to want to consider whether it's worth it to stay where you're at or whether we should be changing training groups. And if you want to change training groups, that's fine too. I can do that for you anytime. And that's going to not necessarily change your exercises, but it'll change the protocol strategy and the overall block structure and things like that.